game could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Bills are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Steelers, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for LaShawn McCoy. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 4th down. Now the 12th-year man from Western Washington, Michael Kanan, on to punt.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 10 yards to go on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They try again with Toussaint. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's McCoy. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They're going to look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They'll try and pick it up with Toussaint. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Again, it's Toussaint. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run. This is Toussaint. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they...
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A good pickup there at 22. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll set up to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Taylor over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go!
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. 4th and goal, the defense needed 1 more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw here. And incomplete here on third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Yeah, that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay game, offense. Still first down.
Now Taylor down around his goal line. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Here's Michael Kanan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. So a touchdown apiece. What's that? Now. Back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Second down now after the incompletion.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. So this is the second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Rex Ryan will send in the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact. 2nd down and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So a peek at the numbers, and the comparison shows you, it was a great game last week, a lot to talk about. In fact, a big feature on him in the local paper today, but it just hasn't came to pass again.
Wonder about preparation this week, because when you have a big-time game the week before, do you keep your same preparation, or do you think, I'll just go out and get it done again? And you know the team that you're playing watched that film.
Absolutely.
And they saw all the damage that he did. They wanted to make sure they were able to cover him in a big way. It didn't matter how many people it was going to take. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. I mean, after the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know, usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. He's going to float this one deep right side, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Taylor. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Michael Kanan now as he's on to punt for Buffalo.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They run it again with Williams. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. In the red zone this time. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. On the ground, this is Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Come on, Ohio!
Now Taylor down around his goal line. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what, but just not the same as last week, right?
One of the things we noticed last week was the ability to look off defenders. You know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that spot, and then come back in the opposite direction and hit open receivers. Today, what we're seeing is him just kind of locking on to people. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to throw it. Maybe he has just too much confidence in his arm. For whatever reason, not nearly as sharp or crisp as we saw in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting ready to go here on offense again, D'Angelo Williams trots back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the 2nd half.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And quickly, they get to the line.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield, and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Second and goal to go now. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams in the final minute. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the two.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Michael Kanan now, as he's on for the fifth time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.